So when you look at the earnings for Meta, it was pretty decent. It wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible. But we're going to look at the price chart real quick to see if trouble lies ahead. Because if it does, I definitely want to give you all a heads up that you might want to be prepared for the market in Meta to go down. But look at the chart right now. Just take a look and you can actually see Meta is pretty bullish. Would you agree? Because charts don't lie. Meta has been probably one of the most formidable stocks in 2023 ever since it saw that massive decline back here in 2021. It literally came back to where it once was. Many stocks don't do that. I mean, a lot of these SPACs that these YouTubers have pumped and did continual videos on, they are not moving in the same direction like Meta. So it tells you that Meta is a viable business. People value Meta. They don't value those other SPACs. If they did, the price would have reclaimed what it lost. But it didn't, not those SPACs. Now, it looks to me like Meta is going to attempt to hit these highs. Now, when it's going to happen, I don't know. But being that they have entered the metaverse, artificial intelligence, like since they're entering that realm, they may in fact just do that. This stock is bullish. It doesn't take me to look at fundamental analysis. It doesn't take me to look at their earnings report to figure that out. They missed out on the EPS, earnings per share, but they definitely made money. Right? You can see that. Well, they beat out on earnings as well. As I look at it again, the estimate from the Wall Street analyst was $3.64 per share. They reported $4.39. Beat it. Again, the analyst was reporting $33.5 billion. They reported $34.1 billion. Again, beat it. So sometimes it kind of makes me wonder, whoever these analysts are who creates these estimates, maybe they purposely lower the estimates just so that they can beat it, to make the market think that Meta is doing an excellent job, right? Like, who is the person that comes up with these estimates? Maybe that person is getting paid under the table to come out with a lower estimate so that when earnings is released, it looks as if Meta has done a fantastic job. Just things to make you ponder over, because I don't let none of that pass me. Not being in the stock market, if you already know that this game is rigged against you, you need to think that every manipulation is available to the market to deceive us, to deceive you. And I will not let this pass me at all, that they won't converse, talk to one another, say, hey, I know you're about to come out with that estimate for me, right? This is what Meta is going to tell these Wall Street analysts. Do me a favor. When you come out with your estimate, bring it down a little bit. So when I report, it look like I've done a fantastic job. I'm just saying. Here it is on the 2-day chart for Meta. That's why I only pay attention to the price chart. Everyone else is literally running around trying to question and do research. And you literally is going to place your ability of understanding the market off of what somebody think it should be worth. Why don't you go out and do your own estimate of earnings per share for these businesses and how much revenue you think they're going to come up with? Like, we now have AI to assist you into formulating these numbers. Try it yourself and see how accurate you can be in creating those numbers. But I do the charts. I don't do nothing else outside of that, because everything else literally is hyperbole. It's a guess. It's a hypothesis. You're just simply guessing, because no one can tell me why is the price in Meta currently at $329.19, and put it into the context of this information right here. Is this what Meta is worth by looking at this earnings and revenue? Because if that's the case, you need to sell, right? You don't think that the price in Meta is going to go higher than that. If this earnings is what you think makes Meta stock value to be $329, But you won't do that because you need to let people feel hopeful. So you had to say, well, the stock may be worth $400, given the information that we see here. Because we got to think about, okay, they did this in the last quarter. Maybe in the first quarter of next year, they may do 40 billion, right? It always has to increase until the day it doesn't. And then the market goes down. And then you're looking at everyone else saying the market is rigged. Now, price in Meta, if you look at it on the chart, we've already talked about this area being resistance at $325. Market in Meta is currently breaking that area to the upside. What does that mean? And not only is it breaking to the upside, it also is revealing strength. It's giving us that indicator of strength off of the chart. Is the market in Meta ready to break out? Because as you can see, our idea is for Meta to continue to go higher. We want to see the price do this. Now, the only problem that I have is that the market closed off of the high of that bar. I don't like that because it can kind of be mixed on this 2-day time frame. Meta on the 3. We have 8 hours and 48 minutes left. We're still looking bullish. And just to show you all that the market in Meta, like the earnings, look at all of that volume that came into Meta. Look at all of that volume. And then when you see that, you immediately need to go to the price bar and see what type of price action occurred off that volume. Did any selling hit the market in Meta? Look at that. Yeah, selling came into the market in Meta for sure over those 3 days. But look at where the price closed. It closed off the lows. And now look at the reaction. Why is price still going up? Because the market is bullish. That's why. Take a look at Meta on the 5. This tells you where the market was buying way before earnings came out. Right here. Those buyers did not let price fall below this zone right here, 275. Again, we didn't need to rely on earnings to tell us why price is going up. This told you why price is going to go up. These 2 5-day price bars, buyers were buying and they bought again. When the price came back down to 275, 276, the market bought, went up. Why else do you need any other information? Everything is already here off the charts. Here's Meta on the weekly time frame. Meta on the 2 weeks. Take a look at Meta on the 3. We're beginning a new 3 weekly price bar right here. So this is the last and final printed, meaning that this market cannot go back and re-alter it, change it, maneuver it around, make it look different. It is what it is. And look at where the market closed on that 3-week price bar. Closed at the very high of the bar. Meta is bullish. The chart is telling you that. Even here on the 5-weekly chart, Meta is bullish. So there's no need for me to come in and change my price prediction. The market is still aiming to go up. So let's just leave it alone. And we'll come back and see how high those buyers are going to go. So let me extend these lines over. Let's extend the prediction over. And we'll just do just that. Simple, right? Don't let people come and deceive you. Don't give people to come in and alter your ideas. The information is already here. Everyone's. Whoever bought and sold Meta in the market, it is recorded right here on this chart right now. We're not relying upon a couple of Wall Street analysts. No, we're relying on the whole market as a whole to figure out, okay, who's winning? Is it the buyers or the sellers? And right now, the buyers is controlling the price in Meta. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.